Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jason and I represent the Kransky brothers. Our entry this year was called National Eyeball. And what it is it's a heat map that mixes up several sources of government data. So you can see here, you would if I got rid of this, that we've got quite a few different sources of government data here. And they're all spatial to some degree. We had to do quite a bit of pre-processing. What I'm displaying here is three different bits of data from three different departments. We've got the location of daycare centres from the Department of Education. There's location of toilets that have baby change facilities, and there's ABS statistics of suburbs with kids that are 0 to 4 years old. So all of that data is related in some way. And what you can see is when we select to zoom in, because you can't really see it from the Australian view, this is a combination of three heat maps where red represents the daycare centres, green is the location of the baby change facilities, and blue is the population statistics. The problem here is that the green blobs are always the same size. The red and the blue are being scaled by, just to give you an idea of how the population changes and how the capacity of daycare centres change. But it's quite interesting to zoom in and sort of see how those things are related. So here we see a baby change facility, a daycare centre in red in that area, and the blue is the population of kids that are sort of that appropriate age. I wanted to display suburb boundaries if you zoomed in that far, which is why I don't display the heat map. And as you can see down the bottom, the numbers change in real time. So as we move around, you can see that there's only 8 baby change facilities there. But as we move around, those numbers are changing based on what's in our current view. That all happens very quickly because of the way we unrolled the data and made it efficient. Of course, at the Australian level, you can see the full population of 1.4 million kids between 0 and 4. And if we zoomed into Sydney, because most of our data sets are Australia-wide, a few are WA only, you can see that they don't have the red daycare centre facilities because that was just from WA. But we can still see the blue, which is the population of the kids, and green is the public toilets with baby change facilities. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to build. The data is quite insightful. There's hundreds of different data points that you can query on. I didn't finish everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to share a link on Twitter so that people could come in and see the same view of the map that you were seeing if you discovered some interesting relationship. But I did manage to put all of my data on api.govdata.exposed/Australia, which is a website that I registered during the GovHack. And that's just some static JSON data. So you can see here that we can go into Australia, we can ask what the states are and go to WA. And then when we're in WA, we can have a look at the suburbs, and that will give us a full list of suburbs. And then we could choose a suburb there, like Perth, for instance. That's easy. And then that's just a summary of the ABS data, similar to what we did last year with Team Data Chompy Chomp and Statistical Me. But I managed to add some extra stuff. So I added some spatial data. So all of the suburbs Australia-wide now have encoded polylines, so it's very easy to display them on the map. They have their area in hectares. They have their centre, so that's a good place to put a label or a pin. And also the AETO average data, such as the average taxable income of taxpayers who live in the city of Perth, is there as well. That can also be displayed on the heat map. I just haven't hooked up the controls to make it easy to switch between data sets. I was really only 1 or 2 hours away from finishing that off, but lack of sleep and the clock got the better of me. Thanks everyone. Don't forget to go ahead and vote for National Eyeball at the GovHack website. I'll have this video uploaded very soon, and you can start clicking on those stars. Thanks. Bye.